Hey, what's up, guys? YBHunted here. This is episode 2 of our Road to Fame series. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the first one. Started out with a new squad here. The squad from last episode didn't work out too well. Some things happened, some injuries, and it just made it really bad to start out good. So I just wanted to end it quickly before we got too far into it. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a bunch of new bronze players, which we're not going to keep in the end anyway. So, yeah, guys. Sorry about that if it disappoints you for some random reason, but, you know, I didn't want to start out with a shitty team and start out like 0-4, something like that. Anyway, so our first game here, we come up against a guy that is playing a 5-3-2, and the 5-man defense is really annoying. So it's not a very high-scoring game because it makes it really hard with the new FIFA 12 defense to do anything because they can press A and contain. So not a very high-scoring game, the first one. But in the 21st minute, he gets a nice ball into his center forward from the outside from beating a outside defender and just taps it in past the goalie's legs. But then right before halftime, Lunardini, whatever the hell his name is, passes it to Obika, and Obika with a strike from outside the 18 just finesses it right around the goalie. And in the last episode, I didn't include the highlights or anything like that, and I don't really remember why, but I'm going to now because it gives you a better idea of how the shot looked. As you see here, curved it and put just enough pace on it that it would bounce off the goalie's fingertips and in. And then Obika gets another through ball and finesses it right in the top upper netting, and that makes the game 2-1. I just wanted to say real quick, guys, thanks for all the support and comments about how much you like this series and how you're glad it's back. I just want to say thank you, and I plan on continuing to play this out. It's really fun to do. So the game ends 2-1, and we get 601 coins, and the record currently is 1-0 now. So trying to get as many games in as I can. Last episode, I think I only had 1 or 2 games. I'm planning on putting about 3 or 4 in each episode with some squad changes and some tips and stuff like that. So making these episodes probably about 7 or 8 minutes long each from now on. Now in this game, we come against a guy that's playing a 4-1-2-1-2, which means he has 4 defenders across the back. He's got 4 midfielders, but they're staggered. And he's got 2 forwards. And I don't really know why people do this, but it's kind of the standard in Ultimate Team that people play the 4-1-2-1-2. I always kind of like the 4-4-2, but maybe I'll give it a shot. This game wasn't very good. As you see there, a terrible defensive error. Go to clear it, bounces off the guy, and he gets a breakaway and chips it right over the keeper in the 89th minute. It was a 0-0 game. I think I hit the post like 5 times. It was a really bad game to lose, but the game ended 1-0. And I said I'd be showing you guys losses, so there's a loss. We're 1-1 now. But you don't want to quit out of games that you're going to lose because you get a do not finish multiplier, which means you get less coins per game. And you also don't get any coins. I got like 600 or 500 something coins for that game, even though I got the loss. So now I have 1,100 coins, and I wanted to go into the market, and I wanted to buy someone that would help out the team a lot. So I went into a striker, and I looked in the Premier League because I'm thinking about making a Premier League team. And I bought Adebayor. He's got pretty good pace, shot, and dribble. Not the best, but when you start out, you want to have someone who will help and will be a good sub later on when you get better forwards and better positions. I kind of bought him overpriced, but I really wanted Adebayor because I had him in the last series with FIFA 11. So I kind of like trust his skills. I've played with him before, and I really like how he acts to like movements and stuff. So that's why I got him, and I put him up top. So now we get to test him out. Playing against a guy that just started. He's got an all-bronze side with 4 England players. It's probably an accident, but he has them all lined up where they shouldn't be. He's got his defense is set up correctly, and I just realized this, but he has a striker and goalie. What the hell? I just now realized that. This guy's an idiot, guys. But unfortunately, right in the first 10 minutes of the game, he gets a breakaway and passes it into the center, and his Makela, however you say his name, was able to just push it in. And then right after that, probably 5 minutes later, I still don't know why, but that was a penalty kick. And in the 16th minute, he goes up 2-0 because he slots a penalty kick right down the center as my goalie dives out of the way. Not a very good start, is it? No, it's not. Thanks for answering my question. I just answered it myself. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But it doesn't matter because Adebayor's a goon, and I get a chip through ball to him, and this is why I bought you. Easy shot. Just put it right past the keeper. Not a lot of power, just finessed it, and his pace allowed him to get by, his shot allowed him to slot that, and then the dribble didn't really help, but it's nice to have good dribble. Like I said, adding the highlights and just makes it nicer. So that game ended 1-2 because lost connection to him. I probably would have won that game based on how it was going. It would have been nice to go up 2-1 record, but it stayed at 1-1. But I got the coins anyway, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. And then I went on to lose a game. It was a really, really bad game. It pissed me off because Adebayor had no one to help him out, even though he's a good player. So I wanted to buy someone that was going to help Adebayor out and make him a better player for my team. So I went in and I typed in searched English Premier League Barclays, because obviously, like I said, I want to make one team out of people in the same league so they get good chemistry. So I buy Dos Santos, which actually happens to be on the same team. Coincidentally, that was not on purpose. And put him up top, even though he's a right wing. I just wanted those two up there so they could play off each other. So now I got 2 gold forwards, and going against an all-bronze side, it should be a pretty easy game, but this guy worked on his chemistry pretty well. 86 chemistry, which means everybody is, as you see here, it's an all-England side. They are all bronze players, however, but he does have, looks like 5, 6, 7 rare players. So even though that happens, it can be a problem, because they do play a lot better when they all have chemistry. But early in the game, again, gets a BS PK. I get a red card, and I believe he scores off of this by pushing it to the right. Yeah, I kind of expect him to go down the center, but in the 18th minute, he scored a PK. And then, for some reason, the time's not showing up, but Dos Santos with a really nice pass to Adebayor, and Adebayor using his pace and dribble to get by 2 guys on the outside, just slots it right in the left netting. And his power on his shot is really helpful against these bronze keepers because they don't even react in time. As you see, it was already by him. And then Lunardini intercepts, gets a nice chip through ball to Adebayor, and Adebayor just finesses it right around the goalie, out far enough that he couldn't reach it with his hands, and that puts the game up 2-1. Now, another thing that I want to say is, I did this last time. If you guys want to recommend in the comments people I should buy, maybe make it more interactive for you guys to watch. Maybe let me know what players you want to see me buy and play with, and I'll consider it if they fit well with the team. So for now, I'm going to say if you have any good English Premier League players you want me to buy, then I will. So that game ended 2-1, and yeah, guys, that's the end of the series episode. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the continued support. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out. And like I said, comment with any ideas on the series. The next one should be out within the next few days, and it's definitely more interesting. Thanks, guys. See ya.